everyone, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel, and this is a bit of a special one. I'm going to say right off the bat, I absolutely love this livery. It's quite catching, isn't it? With the blue, white, red. I quite like it. I've always liked this. Network Southeast, of course. The 86 has been out now for what, a couple of weeks, and on the Creators Club, some of these liveries are starting to appear. This is one of them, 86401, and we're going to run this out of Euston. We're just going to go today on a little rail to it. On this leg, we're just going to go as far as Watford Junction, so it's quite a short one, but it'll give us a chance to have a look at this and have a little bit of a talk about 86401 and where it is now and what livery it's got now, etc, etc. So I've set up the path for this, and we're kind of ready to go, bar setting up the loco itself. So we'll put the hood back on, we'll go back inside, and we'll do the usual setup, shall we? So first of all, let's go down to the back and put the safety device on, which is here. As you know, we've done this a few times now. That's that done. Right, back to the front we go. It's only 15 miles, as you can see, up to Watford. We are as well on the on-track simulation winter 2019 timetable, which is a mod which is only available for PC, unfortunately. So, I mean, if you wanted to create your own little free roam scenario like I've done, you can do that on the standard timetable. It doesn't matter. I've done it on this one just because there's a little bit of varied traffic going on, so that's why I'm on this one. Right, let's have a look, shall we? What we need to do over here? We need the marker lights. I don't think this has got a headlight. It hasn't, so the marker lights are sufficient. We don't need the headlight then. Tail lights are off. Then we need the instrument lights on bright, which is good. Shall we have a bit of fresh air in? Why not? There's plenty of pen doors knocking about. Let's have the master key. We'll put it into forwards. I always say it. Listen to that wonderful, wonderful engine firing up. And we'll be ready to go. Now this is, we are, of course, the model is an 86/2. But 86401 was obviously, being 86401, is an 86/4. So this is the nearest we're going to get to it in TSW, and that's fine. We've got a green light, so we'll get the brakes off. Wait for those brakes to come down, and we'll notch up. There goes the power. We'll just put a couple of notches in. And we should be on our way. Put another one in. There we go. Just takes a few seconds for it to take the strain. Love the colours. Absolutely love the colours. It's great. So there's a couple of Les Ross 86s appeared in the Creators Club. I've grabbed a couple of versions of those. We might have a look at those at some point as well. But today I wanted to run this one because I just saw this and I thought, wow. I've just stuck a rake of Mark II Fs on the back. Just created a little formation for today as we chase out this pen door. But we can have a little chat about 86401 because I was looking into it. I haven't seen this one in real life, I don't believe. This is a weathered version, by the way, on Creators Club. If I can get out of from behind this wall. Let me just go to the front and show you. This is a weathered version. There's a cleaner. Would you believe it? There's a cleaner version than this on Creators Club. I will put a little link if you want to get this directly from Creators Club. I'll put the link in the description of the video so you can just pick it up. But 86401 was originally numbered E3191, and then under the top system, similar to Preston Guild when we talked about it the other day, That's when it became 86401 under that top system. We mentioned it's part of the 86/4 subclass, which had improved suspension, and it was built to originally, when it was first built, it was for the West Coast Main Line. Now, this livery itself, this Network South East livery, was introduced in the late 80s as part of BR's sectorisation, and this one was one of the very few 86s to wear this vibrant scheme, which made it stand out, and it certainly does stand out. I mean, it is a striking livery. It looks great. Can we have a Network South East pack at some point, please, DTG? In anything. I don't care what it is. Let's have these liveries. That's a yellow, so I'm keeping my eye on what's going on as we leave Euston. So this particular one in the Network South East livery was often seen on the Great Eastern Main Line. We'll have the Great Eastern Main Line as well, please, DTG, or anyone who's listening that is good with the editor. Particularly between Liverpool Street and Norwich. After electrification extended beyond Colchester. I'll just come up the side. I'm reading, I'm sorry. I made some notes on this before we started. That's why I'm kind of half driving, half reading. 86401 is preserved and has appeared in various liveries over the years, but this particular Network South East guise remains a fan favourite. And that's no surprise to me. I don't want to run it up too much, because we don't want to blow it. You can actually get a model. I was looking on Google before. You can actually get a model of this as well, which looks quite good. I don't know if anybody out there has got the model, if you're into model trains, model railways. But yeah, you can get one in this livery, which looks quite good actually. It was pretty expensive from what I could see. Let me just have a look at what other notes I've got, because it's not in this livery anymore. It's actually owned by... it's based at Barrow Hill Roundhouse in Derbyshire, and it's under the AC Locomotive Group. And it's operational still, and it's maintained for preservation and occasional mainline use as well. So you may still see it. It's worn several liveries over the years, including the BR Blue, Intercity Mainline, and this one, the Network South East. Recent sightings, it's been spotted at Willesden Depot, which we will be going past very soon, alongside other preserved AC electrics like 86213 and 87002. That's quite a good story. You can see it on heritage events and rail tours, although less frequently than its stable mates, it says. Now, I wanted to find out, what livery is it currently in? And right now, I understand it is wearing the Caledonian Sleeper livery. Oh God, I've got to put my teeth back in when I read some of these out. It's wearing the Caledonian Sleeper livery, specifically branded as Mons Meg, a nod to the famous medieval cannon housed at Edinburgh Castle. And if you're not familiar with that livery, it's a deep midnight blue, and it's on the branding. It's got the Caledonian Sleeper logos and stylized graphics. And it was applied, Mons Meg was applied during its time in sleeper service, so it's obviously not doing that now, but it's in that livery. It says this livery marked a shift from its earlier Network South East and Intercity days, aligning it with overnight services between London and Scotland. It's a striking look, especially when paired with Mark III sleeper coaches in matching colours. That's pretty special. I wouldn't mind seeing that actually. So that's the story of this this particular one, 86401. I mean, I've seen pictures of the sleeper livery. This is better. This is better. And I did notice actually, as this little pretender tries to get past us, look, There he goes. I did notice on the Creators Club, you can get the sleeper livery as well. Somebody has recreated this in that livery. So if you do prefer it in the sleeper livery, you can get it as well. So do go and get it. Or get a couple of versions. Why not? That's what it's about. What I'm quite looking forward to, actually, is now I've got this livery downloaded, I'll probably see it going up and down as AI as well, which will be quite nice. I can just pretend it's a rail to it. So yeah, that was a lot of talking. Apologies for that. But I thought we'd get through the facts and what it's been doing since it was in this livery. I knew this would happen though. I knew Creators Club would get going the minute that this came out, as it always does. There's some clever people. This one looks pretty good. So don't forget, the link will be in the description, so you can go and grab it if you want to. We can get up to 85. I don't know if we'll catch that 350. He's probably not stopping until he gets to Watford. But we'll see. We might pass him at Bushy or somewhere else. Yeah, so there you go. 86,401 looks really good. I did have a look for a set of Network Southeast coaches as well. There's a couple of examples on there, but the blue, because they were by different creators, I didn't think that the blue completely matched the blue of the coaches either, so I didn't get hold of those, but you can. There are some on there. Let's just bring it down a little bit. We have got a 90 coming up. So I'm not going to slow down because we're going to get the 90. See, all this traffic, look, we're catching this 350 now, I'm pleased to say. So this fine old 86 has still got the legs. That's a great picture, that. And then once we get to this 110, we can go up to 100, because 100 is our limit, remember, in the 86. Unlike the 87, which will let us do 110. Well, 100s are pretty good, isn't it? 100's not bad. There he goes, look. Right, we can actually get up to 100. So let's do that, shall we? We're going to run up. I have already done a lot of mileage in this 86. I mean, you've seen me do several videos in the last couple of weeks since it's been released. I'm absolutely thrilled to bits with it. I really am. On the live stream the other night, I went back to the 87 just to see if I could, make out the notable differences. I do still like the 86 better than the 87. The 87's really good, don't get me wrong, but I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, but the 86, I just prefer it. So there we go. I'll probably still, drive both just as much as I was. Yeah, I don't know. I can't work it out. But if you don't own the 86, I would recommend you taking a look at it. And, even if you don't buy it now, while it's at full price, definitely the minute it goes on sale, whenever that will be, it might not be for a while, but when it does, make sure you add it to your collection, especially if you're a fan of this, this older Locomotive type stock. I'll spend a little bit of time outside because it's all about looking at the livery, of course. We just got a short formation behind us today, which I just put together just so that we could, highlight the trip. And there we got bombed out by a station roof. The underground stopped there, waiting to come out. There we go. It looks great on Mainline running, doesn't it? we've only got 7.5 miles still to go, you know, so it will be over, unfortunately. I mean, if you can recreate this, you can run all the way to Milton Keynes. You know, if you want to put it on the West Coast Main Line, Preston to Carlisle, you can do the whole run. I'll be doing that. I'll be driving it on there at some point. .7 to go. Now, one thing I hope happens as part of TSW6 is that the Creators Club has a better search function. It took me ages to find this. Even when I use it on the PC, it's not very good. And if you're doing it through the actual game itself, it's even worse. I was just trying to search for all Class 86s. I was getting all sorts. I was trying all sorts of different filters, and it really does need an improvement. So, you know, none of us really know what's going to be in TSW6. But one of the things, from a usability perspective, is that I really, really hope it becomes easier. Even if you know somebody's username, you can type it in. That doesn't always work. You know, if you've got a favourite creator, you should be able to go straight to what it is they've created. Unfortunately, it doesn't always work like that. And you can spend ages looking for something. It's crazy. Right, we've still got 4.6. I can't stop looking at it. It's great. Right. We're also getting points. If points are important to you, just on this little run, we're already at 3,250 points, look. And this timetable gives you the opportunity to race lots of different trains up and down. That's the reason I chose this one, as I said at the beginning. But there is, you know, with the standard timetable, there's an element of that as well, so don't worry if you're not on PC. Let's pop back in. So I think from the feedback, a lot of you that have picked this up, I think you're enjoying it. I think one of the only complaints that I've seen is to do with the timetable and the fact that on the Preston Carlisle route it substitutes for the 87 services. I think that is pretty much the only complaint that I've seen about it. But you know, they did say that up front as well. That wasn't something that's been discovered since. But I get it. You know, normally we would get a new timetable, but that was just the way it worked at the time with the 86s and 87s. But at least you can do things like this, and you can take it where you want. And with this being a pretty straight run, I mean, you could take it on the Great Western Express as well. You know, that's a straight run. That'll be a good run to take it on. I haven't been on there yet with the 86 or the 87. But you can do it, you can do whatever you want with the Creators Club. So that was a very good addition to TSW. Absolutely was. This is Bushy, the aforementioned Bushy. So I'm running down the loco right now. We're going to go to off. I'm going to go into first application of brake. We'll pull into Watford. We'll open the doors, and that's where we'll step off, and we'll let the rail tour carry on its merry own way further north. So it's just a short one today, but really enjoyable. And if you do like this livery, make sure you go and pick it up. This is going to be one of my favourites, I think. We got all sorts of alarms going off right now. And hopefully, let's give it some severe braking. Because we left it a bit late. But we should stop in time. It's got good brakes, actually. It has got good brakes. In fact, I'll ease off a little bit right now. We've got the single yellow. We've got the red at the end of the platform. There is no Buffy car, by the way. So anyone who's having a cup of tea must be having it out of their own flask. So we weren't at risk of spilling teas and coffees and things like that. But this is Watford Junction. So I hope you've enjoyed this little look. I do encourage you, go and have a look at Creators Club. Go and have a dig around. I always say it. I don't often do it. But when I do, I usually find some goodies in there that I quite enjoy. So no doubt, you know, you'll be the same. So make sure you go and check it out. As I said, there is this livery. There is the Mons Meg livery, the sleeper livery for this. There's other 86s on there that people have lovingly recreated livery wise, so go and check those out. There might be one of your favourites on there, and enjoy it, really. I'm going to come to a stop, hopefully right on the money. Or as near as. Not bad, is it? That's not bad. We're going to open the doors. I don't think anyone will get off because they never do on these free roams. More's the pity. And we've got a few people walking down, but they won't get on. But yes, that is the end of today's little look at 86401. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, give me a little like. Don't forget to subscribe for more TSW, Train Sim Classic, etc, etc. And is that a Pendle behind us? That looks like a train behind us, doesn't it? Down there. And we get bombed out by another 350 just when we're having a nice look at it. But yeah, do subscribe, do leave me a like, and take it easy. I will see you on the next one. Thanks everybody, and bye for now.